Hi, beautiful soul. It's Mel. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel. Take a moment to arrive wherever you are right now. Let this be your little pocket of peace. You don't have to earn it. You don't have to be better to deserve it. You're allowed to pause and take your time. Find a comfortable seat or settle into stillness in whatever shape that you'd like. If it feels safe, gently close your eyes. Let your shoulders melt away from your ears, unclench the jaw, and relax the muscles around your eyes. Take a moment to slowly inhale through the nose. Hold for a moment at the top and exhale out of the mouth, like you're sighing something heavy out of your system. Bring your hands to your heart, and again, inhale, fill up your lungs. Inhale the arms to the sky. Fill up your ribs, your belly, and exhale. Let yourself be here. Maybe gently bend side to side, back and forth. Or even maybe dropping your elbows for a little back bend to open up your heart. I've been feeling really heavy lately with everything going on in the world. Make your way to child's pose. So if you are also feeling heavy with everything that we're learning about lately on the news, let's just let that go. So sometimes it can feel like the energy out there is pulling you out of your body and into your mind, into worry, into tension. So right now we practice the opposite. We come back to the body, back to the breath, back to what is real and present and here. You can bring your hands to the right side of the mat and stretch into the left side body. If you've been carrying heaviness from everything going on, if you've been holding stress in your chest, your throat, your belly, know that you don't have to push it away and you don't have to fix it in this moment. Bring your hands to the other side, placing the right hand on top of the left to stretch the right side body. Today we're simply creating space. Space to soften, space to release, space to be with yourself without judgment. Come back through center, reaching your hands forward. And maybe shift your hips over your knees for puppy pose. Let this practice be an act of self-love, not the performative kind, not the I have to feel positive kind, but the quiet kind. The kind that sounds like, I'm listening, I'm here, I don't have to abandon myself. And as we move today, I want to offer you an intention to choose presence over pressure. Sit on up to your shins. And as we begin, see if you can practice meeting your body exactly where it is. Let's make big spinal circles, making a circle towards the right a few times, and then maybe towards the left, moving as slow as you can, as if you're moving through water. Breathing your chest through and then rounding your spine back. Feeling any tension or tightness in your body as we begin. Nice. Inhale, arms up to the sky. Exhale, clasp the hands behind your back. Open up your heart. And we'll gaze right and we'll gaze left. Gaze right and gaze left. This is stretching through your shoulders and your neck. This is opening up your heart and really allowing you to be present for a moment here, getting into your body before we begin to move. Nice. Release the clasp. Hands touch above you. Now drop your elbows open and then bring your hands to your heart center. Plant your hands in front of you, coming to all fours. And as we normally do, we'll move through some cat and cows. Always first starting with some spinal movement, to just be in your body. If you sit a lot or if you're working a lot at a computer, a desk, on your phone, we often get really tight in our spine, in our back, in our hips, and this is going to help warm that up, loosen it all up before we get deeper into our stretches. So take this slow, do as many as you'd like. Maybe add some circles. And come to neutral spine, extending the right leg long behind you. And we're going to pulse forward and back, pushing into our calf muscle, flexing and pointer flexing the ankle and the foot. And we'll open up to a modified side plank. You're on your knee, lifting the right arm up to the sky, maybe over your ear. And we're going to lift that leg straight up to touch your hand in the middle. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, elongate the side body for 3, belly button into to the spine for 2, last one, squeeze and kick that leg behind you to grab the bind, going for a big back bend, either opening up your chest or even dropping your hips down for a different stretch. Kick, 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 and slowly release, squaring the hips down. And we're pushing up to three-legged down dog as a transition. Bend that knee and then place it down next to the right foot. Go ahead and roll your spine forward and then roll it right back into these spinal waves, going for 3, 2, and drop it down for 1, and we'll drop the knees down and change sides. So lifting the left leg long behind you, you know where we're going. We're pointer flexing through that foot, rocking forward and back, stretching into the calf. And after you've done a few, go ahead and roll open to that modified side plank. And here's where we take that straight leg, toe tap, right after we reach and extend through the side body, and going for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Last time lift, and we are taking that bind behind the back. Kick into your hand with your foot, and again, either kick backwards or square your hips down and kick up. Whichever one is fine. They both have a good stretch. And we'll come back to center. Go ahead and lift the right leg now into three-legged down dog. Bend the knee open. Let this feel so good on your hip. And plant the foot down. Let's take a few petals of the knees, tippy toes, and again, round yourself forward. This time dropping down onto your knees, open up the knees wide and sitting down to child's pose. Reaching your arms forward and relaxing your third eye onto the mat, maybe taking your hands to prayer behind your neck and holds. Use this time to take a couple breaths, recenter yourself, and then we'll make our way to hands and knees again. We're going to step the right foot right outside of the right right wrist, and we're sitting super low into this runner's lunge. And I want you to make big hip circles, first starting in one direction And then you can change directions, letting this be so juicy. Then go ahead and try to push your knee further out, maybe looking towards your back foot into horizon lunge. Hinge your hips back after maybe a couple pulses out. And you're folding into half split. Now watch, we're actually sitting down inside of that left knee. So the knee is outwards. The foot is kind of out as well to get the outer hip. And we're side bending over towards the right foot. This is probably pretty intense for some of you, so take it easy if this is the first stretch of your day. But go as far as you can. And obviously it's awesome if you can grab your foot, but if not, don't worry about it. Now we're going to shift our vision and our heart over and drape your heart over that leg. So you're pretty much squaring the hip. Beautiful. Slowly come on up, and we're taking that left foot to plant, and you're coming up to Skandasana. Now watch, you're going in and out with that knee and lifting up in the middle to get a very good hip stretch. We're making it super functional today, having fun with it. This is just warming up your hips, and it's really fun. So we're taking about 10 of these on each side. But yeah, really make sure that you push up and kind of arch your back here as you lift. And then when you come down, you are just surrendering over that front leg. All right, try to take a little side bend here by reaching the left arm in front of the left shin and maybe even taking the bind behind your back if you can touch your hands, or if not, try to open up the heart and the shoulders. All right, now let's go ahead and come back where you came from, lunging back into that front knee, low lunge or Anjaneyana asana, and we're holding. Maybe pulse up and down a couple times, breathe into your hip flexor on the left side, and maybe even bring your arms back behind your ears, dropping super low into this lunge. Nice. If you have the range of motion, you can reach the right arm to the floor and reach the left arm over your ear for a side bend. Okay, plant your hands and just step back to a hands and knees, and we're changing sides. So simply step that left foot over outside of the left hand. And we're taking those big hip circles, super juicy. Just getting some range of motion, some energy, some juices flowing inside of your hips before we get into that hip exercise that we did so on the other side. Right, open up the knee with your hand, horizon lunge. Look to the back foot or to the sky. Nice. And here's where we hinge the hips back, taking a half split. Nice, reaching your hands forward, maybe even shaking the leg side to side for inner thigh and IT band stretch. And here's where we sit down inside of that knee, kind of move your knee out if you need to. And we're taking that side bend first towards that leg. Folding over the leg, maybe grabbing your foot. Amazing. Don't forget to also square the hips and square the shoulders towards the leg and stretch forward like that. And after a few breaths, you will come on up and we'll go into that Skandasana and outer hip forward fold flow. So you open up that foot, kind of arch your butt up as you sit up into Skandasana, and then come back down, and hip goes towards that leg. Lift up, and then drop it down slowly. Outer hip stretch towards the straight leg, and then back into it. Nice. Last one. Let it feel so good. And here's where we are changing it up by taking that side bend stretch. Maybe taking the bind behind the back and looking up to the sky. Another fun stretch that you can try is going back into that side bend stretch while keeping your other hand opening up that hip on the left side. Nice. Okay, so you'll come back forward and you're gonna come up with your strength of your hips and your core. We're dropping low into Anjaneyasana, low lunge. And again, you can take a couple pulses up and down or just simply sit deep into this low lunge and maybe open up your heart, crack your heart open for a back bend. All right, go ahead and step your feet back, hands and knees, and we're actually gonna make our way to our belly. Preparing for our back bends. Go ahead and bend your knees, maybe windshield wiper your legs side to side. Get grounded onto the earth or the mat beneath you. And when you're ready, you'll take your hands back for bow pose. And if bow pose isn't really accessible in your body today, that's okay. You can simply do cobra, upward facing dog, or Superman, which is just lifting both the legs and the arms. But if you are doing bow pose, you're kicking into your hands and lifting your heart up, making sure to still breathe. And once you breathe, you might rock forward and back, really focusing on pulling your knees a little bit closer together and your shoulders back. All right, relax, maybe refine your grip, take any kind of stretch you need, and we'll go for another round. Kick up into the bow pose. Lift even higher than you did before. Maybe bring your toes and your knees closer together. And relax. Go back into the windshield wiper, side to side. And we have one more back bend, and you can literally do that exact same thing. You can do a wheel pose, bridge, turn around, do whatever, or maybe do king cobra, which is where you straighten your arms, you bend your legs, try to touch your feet to your head. I'm kind of nowhere close to that today, and that's okay. Once you do that, go ahead and relax onto your belly, bring your right knee up towards your right armpit. We're stretching into your hip here. And this is a really fun transition into spinal twist. So we're actually going to thread the left arm underneath your body and open up that right arm so you're now in a spinal twist. Notice how the body releases in layers. Not all at once, not forcefully, but slowly. Take an inhale that travels up the spine, like you're creating space between each vertebrae. And as you exhale, soften the shoulders, the belly, and the jaw. Come back through center. We're changing sides here. Pulling that left knee up towards your armpit. When you're ready to change sides, we're swimming the right arm underneath our body and opening that left arm open to a T spinal twist. Twists have a way of reminding us that we don't have to hold everything head on. Sometimes the most powerful thing that we can do is turn towards what we've been avoiding and then let it move through us instead of living inside of us. So if the mind has been busy lately, carrying opinions, headlines, worries, frustration, see if you can release all of that right here. Come back through center, extending both legs back behind you, and making your way up to a child's pose. Returning back to our intention to choose presence over pressure, releasing all of that negative energy that's been in the world out of our bodies and our minds. And if it feels good, silently offer yourself a few words, saying, I'm safe in this moment, I'm allowed to soften, and I don't have to carry it all anymore. Slowly begin to unwind, either taking a shavasana or ending here. I thank you all so much for joining me today. Namaste, my loves. I will see you in my next video. Bye.